Welcome to Toffee TV. It is the player ratings. Everton 0, Fulham 2. Yes, another horrific night at Goodison Park for this Everton team against opposition we really should be beating. If you want to leave your man of the match, please do in the comments. I will read it out. Let's get into it. Olsen, I've given Robin Olsen a 5. Looked nervy all night. Started again with early corners. Bit of a weak punch. And the second goal, I think he gets a hand on it. I think he could do a little bit better. I really do. So I've given him a 5. Seamus Coleman, I'll give him a 4. Listen, there has to be a man of the match. So just tell me who yours is. Roy Keane says Davis was man of the match. There you go. So does June. So does Hayden King for scoring, even if it was offside. No. Jake says Davis. Seamus Coleman, I'll give him a 4. Again, didn't really offer too much going forward. Defensively, I thought he was caught a few times. Yeah, I didn't think he really did anything. We need a new right back. Let's be honest. We need a new right back because, you know, Mason Holgate's a decent stopgap, but we need a new right back to take us forward. On the other side, Lukadina, I've given Lukadina a 4 as well. I thought he was equally as poor. I thought it started early for him in the first couple of minutes. He fell over the ball a couple of times and gave the ball away, and I just thought he was abject, to be honest. All night, really didn't do anything at all. Never got forward, and I don't think he defended very well. So I've given him a 4. In the centre backs, Mason Holgate, I've given him a 2. I thought he was embarrassing. Honestly, I thought he was abysmal all night. I thought his attitude more than anything else. He just had this attitude that, I can just do what I want. And to be honest, I've seen it a few times this season. I've seen it before in the past, actually. I thought he'd grown out of it. And I just thought he was every time just giving the ball away. Just awful. Alongside him, Ben Godfrey, I've given him a 5. Again, looks didn't look up at his best. Looks nervy. I think Ben Godfrey's been brilliant. And wherever you play him, he has a genuinely good game. I just don't think Holgate and him are at the right stage of their careers to play together at centre back. And I think because of that, maybe not because of that. I just didn't think Ben Godfrey did too much right either. Tom Davis, giving Tom Davis a 7. Thought he did well. I've got no idea why he got took off. Thought it was a really strange decision. I thought he was the only player in midfield grabbing hold of the ball and creating angles for us. I don't really know why he took him off, because I understand the idea sometimes that you need a player. You need to have attacking plays on the pitch, but you also need a player that can sit and just take the ball off the back. Because that was one of our big problems tonight. We were passing the ball along the back line, but we couldn't move up. At least with Tom, he'll come and take it and create nice angles to move it on. And it's basic. And that's what we didn't do tonight. It's not basic, just keeping hold of the ball and dominating possession for a little bit. So I thought Tom was... I just don't understand why he took Tom Davis off. I really don't. I really don't at all. Just do us a favour, just leave your comments of man of the match. I don't need essays on your whole team. Just leave for the live chat. Just leave your man of the matches, because I ain't gonna read out all of your comments. Decore, I give him a 5. He looked tired tonight. He was just the first goal. He never stayed with the man. It was a little 1-2, and he never stayed with the man. And he just looked tired and a little bit offy. And like he had too much of a job to do as well. He's been fantastic, Decore, but I just don't think he can, on a night like this, and after 120 minutes, I just thought he looked very tired, and I give him a 5. Gylfi Sigurdsson, I've given him a 2. You know, he was brilliant the other night. He was brilliant with his assists, but that's when he was playing number 10 tonight. I don't actually know where he was playing. He started in some kind of false 9. Loads of people saying man of the match, Tom. Someone saying Coleman, Peter, because he hit the post. Fair enough. Gylfi, I don't know where he's playing tonight. He started off in the false 9 and then just started moving around midfield. The other night he was the number 10, and he did what a number 10 should do, and he did it brilliantly. But tonight he was a joke. He was an absolute joke tonight. He had no responsibility at all. He just kept on wandering around the pitch, doing absolutely nothing. So I've given him a 2. Gylfi, Andre Gomez, I've given a 3. I thought his passing was shocking, and really only turned up for about the last 20 minutes. For a big physical player, he's not very big and physical at times. And again, him and James Rodriguez and Gylfi Sigurdsson just were so poor in possession that allowed Fulham to just get up the pitch really easily, and they don't track back. I know Andre Gomez sits deeper than those other two, but just really, really poor for me. James Rodriguez, I've given him a 2. I thought he was abysmal tonight. He didn't ever look like he wanted to be out there. Never looked like he was up for it. Taking too many touches. They were snapping around him. I think, as I've said before, for Gylfi Sigurdsson and James Rodriguez, you need to put pace around them. You need to have pace around them to move off them. So if James Rodriguez gets the ball, either the right back has to go whizzing past them. You know, and on the other side the same. You've got to be moving around the place so that it opens up space for him. I just thought he was abysmal tonight. Abysmal. To be honest, I know people are saying he faked an injury, but when he went off, I don't think he was. The manager just subbed him, so I don't know. I might be wrong, but the manager just subbed him off. I don't think he was looking to be subbed off as such. I think he subbed himself off. Richarlison, I've given him a 4. He was abysmal as well. I don't know. He wants to play up front, but I think you've got to dominate centre-backs if you want to play up front on your own. That's what Dominic Calvert-Lewin does. Richarlison doesn't do that. I think the other night in Spurs, he was great because he was linking up. I think he was linking up with the number 10. But because no one really sat in at number 10 tonight properly, he was up there a lot on his own. And I did feel sorry for him at times, but then he was throwing the old arms up in the air. And again, at half time, I would have moved him onto the left and brought King up front. Just to change it about a bit. Give us someone running with the ball from deep. Because that's really what we didn't have tonight. We didn't have anyone running with the ball from deep to open up the space. Yeah, disappointing. The subs, Michael Keane, give him a 5. Just stood there and watched when they scored off the rebound. Again, didn't really add anything. Probably should have started the game. Really. Him or Mina. Don't really want to see that back two starting together for the meantime. Bernard, 4. Again, never really got into the game. And King, I'd give a 5 as well. 5, maybe 6. Unlucky his goal was disallowed. Could he have hung back a little bit and waited? I don't know. Who knows? You know, strikers make a run. They're not always looking across the line. They just make a run instinctively. Still think he's not. Well, he's not fit. He's got to get fit. He's got to get that sharpness. But I would definitely start with him. Would have started with him up front and played Richarlison off the left. I've seen loads of stupid comments up in the comments. By the way, John Joe Kenny isn't better than Holgate at right back. Calvert-Lewin was injured. few people saying Tom Davies done nothing. Well, loads of people are giving him man of the match, and I give him man of the match because what he did was he took the ball off the back four and connected the defence with the midfield. That's what he done. Mason Holgate is not a championship player. Can we get this out of our heads, right? That every time players don't play well, they're championship players, right? Mason Holgate is not a championship player. He's clearly a Premier League player. We've clearly seen him be a Premier League player, right? But he's got to get out of his own way. He's got to get out of his own way. Players, it's not always it's not formulaic. Players don't just walk on the pitch and suddenly you've got to get in it consistent. That's what makes the best players. But technically, Holgate is a good player, but he's got to start knuckling down and acting like it all the time. People were telling me the other week Tom Davies was a championship player. Dominic Calvert-Lewin used to be a championship player. So what's got to happen is these players have got to knuckle down and they've got to have the right mentality. There you go. Loads of people saying Tom Davies was man of the match. Simple as that. But listen, people want to get in the comments and chat about people being poor today and this and that. That's fine. That's fine. But when people start saying this player's a championship player and that player's a championship player, and also there's a reason why John Joe Kenny's playing for Celtic. There's a reason why. So players instantly get better, don't they, when they're not playing? Right? It's dead simple. There you go. That's a good point. Holgate needs to be stop being so casual or being too casual. That's exactly right. He needs to stop being too casual. He needs to get his head on the game. There you go. But we're just mad. We're just a madly inconsistent team. We can go and play really well against top sides, and then we lose at home to crap, and that's what's annoying. And that'll stop us getting anywhere near the Champions League places, and it could stop us from getting any European football at all. So, there you go. Go and enjoy the rest of your night. It's just gone 10 o'clock. You've got other things to do to Valentine's Day. Don't let this game affect your weekend or your week. Everton football, as far as I'm concerned, isn't real at the moment. It's not real till there's fans in the crowd. There's fans there in the ground. So, whatever happens. 2 big games this week, and whatever happens. It'll take care of itself, won't it? There you go. I mean, someone's just put, I don't rate Hammers at all, injured all the time. I mean, he's not injured all the time, is he? And if you look at his stats, they're amazing. So, if you don't rate him, you don't rate him. If you don't rate him, then I'm not sure football is for you, because he's absolutely world-class footballer. But, there you go. There we go. There's another game in, 3 days? It's another game in 3 days, and then there's another game 3 days after that. The good news is, after that, there's not a game for 9 days. And then most of the time, we'll have a game every week. And I think hopefully that'll settle the team down. Hopefully. We'll see what happens. There you go. Big thanks for watching. Check out my instant match reaction if you haven't. Check out Baz's videos. And if you want more videos, join us on Patreon, where we'll be doing the final word tomorrow live, where if you're a patron and you're watching, you can take part and get your comments read out on air, and we read all the comments out. So if you want to get involved, do that. Thanks for watching. See you later.